Hi, this is Murray from Second Time Tech, and I just wanted to put a short video up to tell you what I would like my channel to accomplish. I am not going to go through each build as like starting from the beginning and showing you all how to put a power supply in and a motherboard in. There are plenty of videos out like that, and I will put my show note links to those things so that you can watch people put them together. It's just a much better way for me to do things. I would more like to talk about components, about what goes into them, the reasons why you use them. Not necessarily going with the fastest and the best, but more for longevity. I sold computers as a computer consultant, and I found that people were much happier in the end spending a little bit more money and finding out that their system will last them much longer, and that they can take their components from one system and put them into another. Or if they decide they can sell the system, and it'd actually be worth a little bit more if, let's say, your SSD drive or your NVMe drive shows something like 95% still good, as opposed to having something that's showing it's only 50% good whenever you try to sell it in 3, 4, 5 years. I want to do stuff on update compatibility so that your system can grow with you, as opposed to something that is perfect for you right at that moment in time, but 2, 3 years later having to start all over again, which to me isn't the best way to do things. I am older. I'm in my 60s now, and I've been doing this for a very long time, and I found out, because of being a computer consultant and a computer network technician, technologist, that things move really fast in the computer world, but they still stay the same because you're just getting faster drives and faster ways of doing things. They may say it's all new and put a lot of hype out, but in the end, it's just doing it faster. So therefore, it may not be the best thing to go out and get the brand newest technology that may work until they get the bugs out and then work really good. I think it's better to stay with the technology that they have finished and know that it works, and then when time goes on, then you can upgrade to it. And usually there is either something that you can add to your system to do the upgrade, like a card to put in it, or you may have to buy a new motherboard or a new type of drive or something like this, but that's so much less expensive to do that at a later time than it is to buy it and then live through all the pain of trying to get the thing to work whenever it's just all brand new. The majority of people don't want and don't need that. That's a bit of the things that I want to do with this channel, and I think it should appeal to most people that are trying to get computer systems. It's definitely less costly for you to build one than it is to go buy one. If you buy the parts from a reputable place, they are warranties from manufacturers that are sometimes longer than the ones that you get from buying a completed system. Let's say power supplies I buy, EVGA and Seasonic. You can get anywhere from 3 to 5 year warranties on those, sometimes even 10-year warranties. But if you buy them in a system, then lots of times you get 1 to 3 years on the parts. And because you don't have a receipt, then you really can't go back to the manufacturer of the product to get that longer warranty. So therefore, I find it's much better if you actually buy the product and put it in yourself. When it comes to video cards right now, well, of course, they are ridiculously priced, and that would be a good thing to buy a system that is made up, because the people that build systems, they tend to be able to get video cards for a much lower price, because they're buying directly from the manufacturer, and they'll get lots of 1,000 or 500 or something like this, and they'll get a much better buy on it. So therefore, if you want to get a system like a a video card that is about the price of the manufacturer's suggested retail price, then I would go with a build system and then swap out the video card to a lesser video card and use that system for whatever you need, if you need a second system, or give it to someone in your family, or sell it to someone that you know, because you know it's a good system. The only thing that's wrong is that maybe they're not going to do gaming and you do, or maybe video rendering, or whatever you want to have the better video card for. And then you've built your system, you've got a good video card, or even a great video card, didn't have to pay these absorbent costs for, and the system that you built will do what you want it to do, and then you have another one that you can either sell as a used system, because it would be once you swap out your video card, and you'd have to sell it for less, but you would still be saving money because you don't have to pay $700 for a good video card and $1,200 or $1,300 for a great video card. In the end, it may cost you between $300 and $500 by the time you swap out the other card. So it just makes more sense right now in this climate to do that. The only problem is, what I've been finding when I've been looking around, is that those systems are creeping up in value because of how much they're worth. And the same with the memory. They don't seem to put very good memory in them. They're okay memory, but they're not what the system needs, because DDR RAM prices are so high. For that, I would much rather pay more money for what I want to get right now than pay an much higher price for RAM that I don't really want, so that later I can buy it at a cheaper price, but then I've spent a whole bunch of money on the RAM that I had already bought that I didn't really want. I mean, yes, I can put it in a system and sell it as a used system and stuff like this and whatnot, with all that kind of stuff too, but if I buy what I want right away, then yes, I am paying more, but on the ratio, I think in the end it would be better off, because like 16 gigs of DDR4 2600 RAM cost me about $260, I think it was. And then whenever I went out and bought a kit, I paid $277, and I got 16 gigs of RAM DDR4, 3600 megahertz, and it even came in with a nice little cooler to sit on the top. So I only paid a few dollars more than what I did for the other RAM that I didn't really care what I wanted. But what I did want, it wasn't all that much more, and now I will keep that RAM for a very long time because I can only use RAM on my system right now up to 3200 megahertz per second. So that's the reasoning for me making this channel up, is so that I can talk about things like that, and so that you will be able to have a different opinion on what stuff is out there already. I have no plans on getting stuff from people to show on here and do unboxings and stuff like this and whatnot. I plan on getting the stuff myself and building it and only getting what I want to do. Things might change in the future if somebody actually sends me something that I want. Well, then of course I'm going to use it. But they will not get any type of preference on my channel, and I will tell them right up front, because I want this to be real, and I'm not really trying to do this as a viable business. I'm retired, so therefore this is something for me to help people as best I can at knowing the things that I know that will help people if they're into computers, if they want to build a system, if they want to do gaming, if they want to do business, if they want to do many things. So I hope that you enjoy my channel, and my videos should be coming out probably in about, I'm going to guess, 2 weeks. Got some other stuff I got to do first, set up my system, get the stuff so that it sounds better, because all I got's a camera on my phone and a camera from my Coolpix, and I'm going to run 1080p, and that's what we're going to get, and have decent picture, good quality sound, and that's about all I have to say for now. I hope that you subscribe, and I hope that you watch, and if you don't, I hope at least that you get something out of this. Thanks a lot. Bye.